That is a liar, and he's a fearmonger, and he doesn't know anything about credit repair. You should not trust
Probably
him.
the most important bias of them all, confirmation bias.
Definitely.
Where you're sure something is true, you ignore the misses and you embrace the hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then you keep feeding what you think is true. Where if you had a crazy idea, you were just the crazy person in town.
Yeah.
Today, you type your crazy idea into a Google search and you will find every other person in the world with your crazy idea, misleading you into thinking that you're onto something. If you think Earth is hollow, type hollow Earth into Google, and there's a whole community
of
people.
Hollow Earth people. Like, it's actually very shocking.
Right,
Many there
right, right. And we're in a free country. I'm not going to run after them and hit them on the head.
Right.
You should be able to think whatever you want. Just don't become head of NASA.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Plenty of jobs for you.
Yeah.
Welcome, you guys, to this video. I'm here with my client and a credit repair enthusiast practitioner, and we're just doing a recording call. We're going to, in this video, we're going to talk about some things that are really shocking. If you just read the headlines, or if you just type CFPB or in the credit repair DIY space or credit repair space on YouTube, you're going to find lots of credit repair people saying the CFPB is shut down, and they're causing a lot of havoc and a lot of fear mongering. So before I begin, I just want to let you guys know the CFPB is not shut down. This whole, what does shut down mean? Like, as it means anything to you, it doesn't mean shit, because we are repairing credit right now with the CFPB. We're logging in, we're cleaning reports, we're getting results. We just got some results for our clients just yesterday and created new accounts with the CFPB. There's a video on my YouTube channel that explains this. So that's just a bunch of hogwash. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is actually happening with the CFPB, what's actually happening with DIY credit repair, and why you should not waste your time with it. Case in point, Chris Bowie here has done credit repair somewhat of actually, in my opinion, a complete waste of his time. And he actually fucked up his credit even more by following the steps of some other organization. And yeah, we are unraveling that knot that he created for himself when it came to repairing his credit. He got a couple things off, but when it came to these specific things, which I will go into a little bit detail with, it made it more complex. And so you guys need to be careful. Don't become trigger happy when trying to search for credit repair, trying to get things removed quick, unless you hire someone that's professional. Work with a professional that has a proven track record like myself of getting things off. I'll be able to tell you, and any other credit repair expert that is, very good. I know a handful of credit repair people in the United States that are very good, and they know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing, and I can look at a file and tell you exactly what should be done from A to Z strategy. And it's going to be a lot better than doing it yourself. Now, here's a disclaimer. You could hire the best credit repair expert, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the results that you want. However, it's a lot better than just doing it yourself, right? If you were to play basketball, if I were to give you a basketball and I were to give Michael Jordan a basketball, I'm not saying I'm Michael Jordan, but the analogy I'm trying to make is that someone that's, in a higher caliber professionalism and has a track record, case in point, I have worked on hundreds, thousands of clients, and I've gotten them awesome results. People, paying me to repair credit. Christopher Bowie is a client of mine. He's paid me thousands of dollars. He's worked with other companies that charge a lot less, and he's on the live here today for a reason. You got to factor that in. So if I were to give you a basketball and you were going to play basketball, and I were to give, I'm not going to use Michael Jordan as an analogy. Let me just use a professional NBA player, right? Or maybe even a high school basketball coach. Who do you think is good to shoot more three-pointers or score more layups? Or, if you guys were to play against each other, with the exception of your body and your experience, with the respect that you have zero or none, I mean, hence the reason why you messed up your credit is because you don't know anything about credit. Come on, guys, let's be real here. So the point is, you're not going to do well as a professional. That's just, don't waste your time. right? This has nothing to do with promoting my business. I mean, don't even sign up with me. Do not sign up with me. Do not pay me any money. Chris paid me thousands of dollars. You see him results. You can too. If you want to see results, you can pay me money too, but just don't. How about that? Don't pay me any money. Do it yourself and you will find out really quick what may happen. You might get some onesie twosie inquiries off or this and that off. Chris is actually really smart. He got a really good account off, but there's some other things that didn't work out well. Could we call it luck? I wouldn't go that far, but you can get lucky, but don't bet on luck. It would be much better to work with a professional. That way you can just get it scot clean, repaired quick as possible, or quicker than doing it yourself. So that's my spiel right there. But like I said, yeah, don't even sign up. Do it yourself. Work with another professional. And if you guys need help with that, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some really, really important points that we need to be aware of. Okay. So is the screen is recording, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. Let me see if I can share this. What's going to go on here? Let me this. Let's just share the whole damn thing. Perfect. All right. So we're in here. Can you see YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just do this. You guys can see like what I subscribe to. All the stuff that I searched for. Okay. CFPB, Mike, the credit guy. For those of you guys that don't know, this is a big, YouTuber that is a liar. And he's a fear monger, and he doesn't know anything about credit repair. You should not trust him. Case in point, right here, the CFPB is officially closed because of Trump. So right from this headline, because of Trump, he's trying to create a polar divide and target people that hate Trump. He's fear mongering and saying the CFPB is closed, that the government is trying to cause financial havoc on everyone. And that's not productive for society. It's not true. The CFPB shut down. First of all, it's not shut down. What is shut down? What does shut down mean? As it relates to you and me doing credit repair, or you trying to fix your credit, it means nothing at all, right? People are working from their homes. What this means is that CFPB is not going to bother big tech. For the longest time, for the past 5 years at least, CFPB, Rohit Chopra, the director of the CFPB, has been targeting big tech industries for this whole privacy right violation stuff. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg went to federal court about this too as well. These big tech companies want the CFPB to get off their back. That's it. That has nothing to do with credit repair. It has nothing to do with credit bureaus or anything. Elizabeth Warren and other senators, even Rohit Chopra, might throw that in there, and they're going to express the importance of the CFPB, as their argument, as their winning argument, to Congress or, legislation or the United States government. But that has nothing to do with the real crux of what's going on. Case in point, I've been able to log into CFPB. I can prove that to you. I can prove that to you now. Let's see. Let's go see if we can log into a CFPB account. Because I'm not so tech savvy with this. So here is, okay, right here. As you can see, these are screenshots from a login that we have yesterday. Okay, this is yesterday. And it is February 12th today, I believe, right? And I was messaging my assistant here, you can see. And you can see right here, I'll put screenshots. I mean, you guys can log into yourself. Anyone can do this. Log into yourself. I mean, am I so special? Or they're like keeping my accounts open? I got thousands of clients. So the point is that the CFPB is not, the CFPB is not shut down. They're only halting processes to go after big tech companies. That's it. All right. There's people working from homes, disputes are being processed. You can see on the, I'll leave a screenshot right here. You see those complaint numbers? I believe there's dates attached. Let me look. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no dates, but just take my word for it. Wait, is that it? Yeah. 22502. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, if you look at the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits, you see it's 02, 1, 2, and then 25. That is the date. That is a month. That's the day, and then that's the year. But they have it the year first, the day first, and then the month second, and then the day last. You can see on the CFPB complaint number. I think that's how it is. I mean, it's more than a coincidence that that's happening. Oh, right here. I do have dates right here. The dates are right here. If you can't see this, guys, do you see the dates? Can you see it, Chris?
Oh, not really.
Not really? Okay.
It's blurred.
What about now?
It's from your background.
Okay, well, then what we'll do is I'll leave screenshots either way. Okay, so I just disproved that. Why is that important? Well, you shouldn't trust people that are lying to you, for one. What do you think about that, Chris?
Yeah, because the reason why is that when you're not trusting the person that is being lied to, most times they don't really have the actual real proof. You're trusting somebody that hasn't really done it before, and you're trying to believe on that, and you're trying to believe in them, and you believe that it'll work for you. Well, who knows? If you try it, it works. But if not, you tried.
Yeah, so what I see here is 2 things. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. Let me tell you about 2 things right here. Number 1, incompetence. How in the fuck can you trust someone that has a platform that has influence over hundreds of thousands of people? I mean, I don't know, maybe has fake subscribers. According to the comment section, people are just literally fucking dumb. I mean, are you kidding me? They take his word as like the word of God, like Christ came down and like gave you the Bible, you know, like it's ridiculous. No one can fact check. This is legitimately how stupid you financially illiterate people are. Most of you that have bad credit are just plain out stupid and don't even deserve good credit. Looking at how unthorough you can be, and then shame on this guy because he's saying all this bullshit that is completely false, trying to mislead you and to steer you into his bullshit DIY software. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Number 1, because I have a video. You should watch it. I'll leave a screenshot here, but it's a live call that I have with Mike the Credit Guy's former client, and you could see it. There's a video. Just go to my, go to my YouTube section and click live, and then you'll see it's like 7 days ago, a week ago. It's a black guy. His name's Derek. I forgot his last name. And then a picture of myself. The picture's right here. And you can listen to that conversation. This guy used the software. It didn't do shit. I looked into it a little bit. I looked at the receipts of the disputes that took place. And it's like this. Please remove. Please remove. Please remove. Like a 3rd grader can write this. Now let's go back to Mike, the wannabe credit guy. Outside of the facts that he's fat and needs to hop on a treadmill, he also needs to take a financial literacy course and go back to the 5th grade, because during the 5th grade we learn like how our government is ordained, right? I mean, like, when was the first time you said Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, United States of America? That was like 1st grade, 3rd grade, right? 5th grade. So what he doesn't seem to understand is how America really works, let alone credit repair. So you should not trust them. Donald Trump does not have the unilateral power to eradicate the CFPB, nor does he want to, because it will cause more financial distress than helping citizens. His job and his mission statement is to create America lean and green fighting machine to cut costs, to make it lean, to trim the fat, and to bring that value back to Americans. That's why he's trimming the fat of our society. He's cutting the expenses down. And he's making things much more easier for the private sector, right? He does not have the unilateral power to just get rid of the CFPB. That's called Congress. Guys, read a book. Please read a book. You like to read the Fair Credit Reporting Act so much and verbatim this, false prophet, but actually just read yourself. You want to do it yourself, but you can't, read a book like that. This is not how it works. No matter what you see in the news, you can't do that. It has to go through Congress. Congress has to pass it through legislation, and you have to understand a part of that assembly, that debate. There's a senator called Elizabeth Warren. She can create a filibuster. For those of you guys don't know what a filibuster is, that's when one senator in the room just kind of appeals the decision and wants to have a debate about it for an indefinite amount of time. You can Google it, those of you guys that are so reliant on AI. Speaking of AI, do not rely on ChatGPT for credit repair or anything financial or anything legal. ChatGPT has proven to be approximately 30% inaccurate as it hallucinates time to time. ChatGPT does not communicate with the open web. It's just data that's old. ChatGPT is a tool, but you need to understand it's limited in its capacity. And even lawyers have proven this. For those of you guys, I'm going to fact check everything. So first of all, everything that I talk about in this video there's going to be links in the description. I'm going to give you the links of how it was proven from OpenAI directly. They say, don't use it for financial services, for content, right? You should not rely on ChatGPT like this guy. If you've seen his video, I'm not going to watch the video, but in the video, he's asking ChatGPT stuff, and it's completely wrong. Don't rely on ChatGPT for your financial stuff. ChatGPT cannot fact check. You need a fact check. You need to have discernment and realize exactly what you're doing. And if this is not your avenue of expertise, then give it to someone that is actually credible. This guy is already proven to be incompetent. That's the first one. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We logged into CFPB. We're fixing credit. This guy and a bunch of his other content that I don't watch his stuff, but people that call me, they complain and they tell me things, and then I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the guy's a phony. He's a fake. Number two is he's deliberately misleading you. So that's not good. You're either dumb or you're deliberately, purposely misleading people, and that's doing them harm, right? That's not good at all. And the thing is, you don't need to rely on DIY services. You can hire a professional. And if this guy lied to you about this, imagine what else he's doing. So Christopher, could you share with me your situation, what you were going through? You were working on some things. We're working on some things yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So me, I was basically just working on just removing a lot of things from my credit report, especially when it came to a lot of inquiries, a lot of things based on especially from Experian, Equifax, and many of the other bureaus that were linked to my credit cards, bank accounts, and much more. And most times when I would try to dispute something, it wouldn't work because I don't really know the actual proper things to say. And that's when I came across Andre, I really trusted his word because he knew what he was doing. He had the actual proper results because he had the proper ways and proper connections to deal with those things.
Okay, so number one is expertise.
Yep.
Expertise, guys. Expertise. I'm going to misspell it deliberately because I don't want to spell out the full word, because that's just how I feel like doing right now, because I'm lazy. And so expertise, and here's the thing, people are cheap. And that's exactly why people offer you cheap solutions. Let me tell you right, Mike, the fat guy, whatever, and other people that typically are in the DIY credit repair space, they're too scared to do credit repair themselves because they're scared of getting in trouble. Number one is because they have no spine. They can't stand the things that they say. So they shell it off to you and say, you can do it yourself. But if everyone that went to a fucking restaurant that wanted to cook for themselves, why would they go to a restaurant in the first place? Right? If everyone wanted to fix their the plumbing in their home by just watching a YouTube video, why would plumbers be in business? If everyone really wanted to fix their fucking tire when they got a flat, or when their transmission broke down or whatever, why would they do it themselves, waste their fucking time? Like when they can pay someone to do it. There are people that do not give a shit about doing it themselves. They openly understand that this is not in the realm of expertise, and they want to hire a professional. And, you know, it's a free country. No one can stop that. People have the right to pay for services that they feel, after having good discernment, that are going to bring them value. Any DIY credit repair expert is always going to have a bias targeted at those professionals. I'm not saying all credit repair people on YouTube are good. Actually, let me tell you a secret. 99.9% of them suck. And they have learned from me somewhere in some way. That's just the truth. So people can pay for this service. Or if you really want to do it yourself, you need to have the experience. You need to learn from like a lawyer. You need to learn from a bankruptcy lawyer. Bankruptcy lawyers know how to repair credit. Okay. Lawyers know lawyers know UCC, they know the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they know how to deal with debtors and creditors. They know the rules so they can break the rules, right? They know how things are done. You need to work with those types of people if you really want to know how this is done. That's what I've learned. My mentors, the founder of Lexington Law, the original founder, and then Austin William Cooper, you can check it out. Just visit the website. On my website, there's links in the description below. You can learn more about me. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell you any service. I'm just trying to educate you. The CFPB is not going away anytime soon, and you don't have to do it yourself. There are options out here. The DIY people are always going to have some, something against credit repair services because they're too lazy to do it themselves. They want to shield themselves from liability, and so they're offering you a DIY solution because particularly in their state, they have really strict criteria for credit repair companies, and they don't know how to create a scalable business. And so what they do, they hide around this whole idea of doing it yourself. And this is exactly why the CEO of Credit Karma is the screen still sharing?
Yes,
Credit Repair Cloud lawsuit. Okay. So these people like Credit Repair Cloud, they get sued because the CFPB knows exactly what they're doing. CFPB takes action against Credit Repair Cloud CEO Daniel for enabling credit repair companies to harvest illegal fees. And Credit Repair Cloud has been used as a DIY service. I've used Credit Repair Cloud, and it's practically useless. But this is just one of the big names, right? But essentially what these people are doing, okay, is they're trying to shield themselves from liability. In our state, we're allowed to do credit repair. We're in a state where we have some of the most lenient laws. And here's the thing, no law out there, is going to guarantee anything for you. There are companies that follow laws by the T, and they still can't get your results. Okay. There are times where I have clients and it takes a while to get results. I'm never going to mislead you, but here's the thing. What constitutes as a scam, what constitutes as a scam is a business that really wants to steal from you, has no intention to helping you, and does not provide you value. All right. That's my criteria. All right. We provide value to our customers. For one, we educate them like a video like this. And at the end of this video, I'm going to offer you guys solutions. So hypothetically, let's say the CFPB was shut down. I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do about it. In particular, to Chris Bowie's state, he's in Texas. So Texas has a CFPB of their own, if you may. But first of all, let me go back to what I was the point that I was trying to make. Any business that helps you out, that can increase your score or remove a derogatory item, that's value. That's not a scam. Anyone that could put the work in to help you, that's not a scam. Okay, that's a legitimate business. You got to make sure that when you hire someone, they're doing the work and they get results, right? Don't just believe whatever they say on YouTube. So let's go to the Texas Credit Commissioner. We're filing some things with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just say the CFPB was shut down. I made a video about this. You might want to check it out. I'll leave it here, or in the description. Definitely sure about that. If you're in Texas, there's a few other states that have these organizations that mimic the Fair Credit Reporting Act. However, they have it more advantages than the Fair Credit Reporting Act because they're in a specific state and they have certain rules. If you are in the state of Texas and you're worried about the CFPB, here's a resource for you. You're welcome. It's called the OCC. Right here, you just click consumers and you can file a complaint here. You can talk to people. You can right here. It's just like the CFPB, very similar. Okay, you read the whole thing. You have a hotline. And it's not as congested as the CFPB. It's a state agency versus federal. So you're looking at what's the population of people in Texas, Christopher? Do you know?
It's like 27 million.
27 million versus roughly 400 million people. So let's just say there's, I don't know, 200 million disputes. I would say that's conservative due to the amount that each consumer is probably filing multiple disputes. And the average credit score in America is like 600-ish. So I'm pretty sure that you're looking up against 100 million complaints versus 27 million, like less than a fourth of the complaints that are going to the CFPB. And this organization, as you can see, Consumer Assistance Helpline, you can talk to someone, and it also has a goddamn phone number right there. So, guys, who's showing you this? What Mike didn't tell you is you have resources like this, and then California has a DFPI, California Financial Protection something. Forgot it. But anyway, let's check that out. If you're in California, you can do this. California Protection. Oh, whoops, financial. I think it's Financial Department of Protection.
Can you exit out the whiteboard and show your? Yeah.
Huh?
Can you exit out of the whiteboard and show your what you're searching for?
Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
There we go.
Can you see it now?
Yeah. If you can share your screen again. Sure.
Is it sharing?
Not yet.
Okay, let me share the screen. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So before we talked about, let's just see, how many more minutes we got?
Sure. On about 10 now.
It's going out now?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. Texas Credit Commissioner. Okay, what we talked about before, you have a Texas Credit Commissioner right here. Just to recap, you just go to consumers, you have a phone number, you have all these resources right here. Very, very good. You can just file here. You have a complaint process here. Just read it. Please read, people. Now, for California residents, you have the DFPI. California also has what's called the OCCA, OCCCRA, OCCRA. No. CCCRA. California. Okay, that's called the California Consumer Credit Reporting Agencies Act. For California residents, you have some really good advantages over the FCRA. Lots of advantages. For the lack of time, there's a video, watch my other video about this. I go a little bit in depth, and I've also written an article. Read the article. There should be some good information in the article below. And Chris, you tried DOI before.
Oh, yeah.
And you're still kind of struggling with some late payments, I believe.
Yeah, some late payments, some other accounts that need to be taken off. And there was one that I did take off. It was on 3 bureaus. It was the Chase credit card.
Chase credit card you got off, right? Oh, no. You got that off. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. Very good.
Right,
Yeah.
sure.
You got lucky with that one. Bravo. So as of now, Chris and I are going to go with the Texas Credit Commissioner and file some good stuff for you guys. It's right here. Check it out. There's other resources too. Massachusetts, there's an article here that I wrote. Let me check out the website here. I put a list right here. Can you see this list? Okay, so if you're in New York, you could use the New York State Department of Financial Services. If you're in Massachusetts, you have something. If you're in Illinois, you have something. Talked about Texas. If you're in Florida, the Florida Office of Financial Regulation, OFR. You got Washington, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. And these are not the Attorney General. So I don't think there's any video on YouTube right now that's talking about these resources here. Shame on these experts. Like I said, guys, I was mentored by the original founder of Lexington Law. I have the highest knowledge in credit repair to date from anyone on YouTube. That's a fact. And that's simply because I had, the blessed opportunity to work with Steve, the original founder of Lexington Law, not John Heath. For those of you guys that still think Lexington Law was started in 2003, you guys are still wet behind the ears. Talk to someone that's in above the age of 45. They've used Lexington Law. I've had clients that have used them in the 90s, so in even late 80s. So that's just a bunch of BS. You guys are so naive. You guys don't know anything. And my other mentor, Austin William Cooper, who was the attorney for John F. Kennedy, right? Former president, the guy that got shot, right? Yeah, I used to work inside of his office. So these are the people that I really worked with for many years. Okay. I didn't just meet them and just shook their hand and said, hey, no, I've actually worked with them side by side, given them clients, given them files, and worked with them. So that's who you're working with here. Guys, do not believe the BS out here. It is just, it's crazy. These are supposed to be financial experts, but it seems that they're just influencers. That's exactly what I can classify them. They're YouTube influencers that are just trying to influence you in the wrong ways. This video has proven that you can't trust these people. So anyway, with that being said, do you have anything else to say, Chris?
No, that's it.
Okay, what would you recommend for people that are looking for credit repair? Would you say that we're a good resource for them, or should they do it themselves? Unbiasedly, just be honest.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. What are the things if you want to do it yourself and you want to take you want to take the long route, you want to wait those 30 days, and each time you do wait, I wouldn't recommend going the blind route. It's best to hire an expert like Andre, and if you're looking for consideration, all right, just go onto his website, just book a free consultation, talk with him, only if you're ready, and we'll go from there.
Chris, was I salesy? Was I pressuring you or at all or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. And those, you guys might see some fake reviews or bad stuff about us. Man, it doesn't really add up to like the call that we're having, right? This is how I talk with everyone. I got multiple clients that work with me one-on-one. Chris works with me one-on-one, and look, we're doing a video together. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you don't necessarily have to do a video with me, but he's just one of the many clients that does credit repair himself and, wanted to do video. So that's what we're doing. Got a lot of other clients that are kind of like that. And then most of my clients, they just want me to fix their stuff. So if that's you, there's a seat for you in the business. We can work with you or just help your credit. So with that being said, guys, do your research. There's a lot of homework for you to do. If you seriously have doubts about the CFPB and are in Texas or any one of those states, you should be fine. Remember, Donald Trump does not have the power to eradicate the CFPB. The CFPB is still up and running. And yeah, be careful who you listen to on YouTube. All right. Thanks, Chris. And thank you guys for watching. Drop a comment if you have any questions. You can book a free consultation with me, and I look forward to talking with you.